What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube video. So today's gonna be a bit of fun. It's a training day for me and we're training for a bit of an event called Race the Sun by Red Bull, which the event is teams of 6. You've got 24 hours to complete 345 kilometers. So you start at sunrise at the Gold Coast and you run 345 kilometers. You have to beat the sunrise at a second location in Tenterfield. So for training, I'm gonna do 12 hours of intervals. And I'm gonna make it pretty race specific, so it's gonna be tough. So the way that I'm gonna do this one is I'm going to be starting out this morning. I've got 12 hours and I wanna try to get to 30 kilometers of a range of terrain going between 1 to 5 kilometers at max for today. I wanna be holding at least a 4-minute an average pace during the whole time. That includes hills. So the flatter stuff's obviously a little bit faster and the hills are obviously gonna be a little bit slower there too. So it's here, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna do my first probably about 8 to 10K, see how I go. I'm probably gonna do that in 2-kilometer blocks because that's how the race is gonna start. Then I'm gonna start adding some hills in later today, but let's get stuck in and let's see how we go. All right, so I'm ready to go, ready to start this thing out. So I'm gonna do about 8 to 10K in just 2K splits. The first one of days, I feel a little exhausted from yesterday, but I think that's more race specific anyway. So it's all part of the training. So it's actually gonna help me in the longer term. But today, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to start off a bit easier. I think it's a good way to do it rather than try to go out too hard too early. So I'm gonna do 2K splits and I'm just gonna be holding kind of like high 3 minutes, 350 to 4 minutes is probably like a good target pace. It's pretty flat here, there's a couple of little hills, but not too much elevation. So it should be a pretty quick course, but more importantly, just kind of like relax into it. So this is only my first little stint. I want to get 30Ks at least over 12 hours. So for me, I don't want to start out too strong. I want to kind of get through this at a good pace without exhausting myself too much. I think that's also a bit of a part on staying on track with your pacing while also not overexerting yourself, because if you do that on the day, you're gonna really struggle. So let's get stuck in, let's see how we go. First one should be nice and easy. It's gonna get harder from here, so let's do it. All right, so first session down. So I did 4 by 2 kilometers, fairly flat. There's a bit of hills in it too, but a bit terrainy, but it wasn't too bad. Just trying to hold a certain pace. So I completed that in 30 minutes, 30 seconds. So probably holding about a 340 something during that time. So pretty happy with that for a first one. Feeling pretty good. Definitely gonna feel later today. So I think the first one's not exactly the test. It's gonna be how I feel later on in the day. So one down, 8Ks in. Let's keep going. What's up guys? So we're on to run number 2 and we're down here at Curl Curl. So did 8Ks this morning. It's now 12 o'clock. It is hot now. So it's getting warmer, which is probably a good thing because again, you're trying to replicate different types of temperatures, terrains, that kind of stuff. So it's a good thing for training. This is gonna be a park run. So this is, for those that don't know park run, it's a 5-kilometer run. The goal for this one, honestly, I just wanna hit a nice pace. I just wanna be consistent, nice pace. I don't wanna exert myself too much and I do wanna hit sub 20. So I wanna get a nice sub 20 minute, 5-kilometer run, feel pretty good with it and have a nice tempo with it. I wanna hit at least 30Ks today, so I wanna try to like not exert myself too early because I wanna leave some energy for later. Plus I don't know how I'm gonna feel when it's your 3rd, 4th, 5th run potentially. So yeah, this morning was reasonably quick. Legs are a little bit sore. I did some running yesterday, but again, it's all for training. So I'm gonna hit it for this one. It's gonna be warm, put some music in. Just want to stay really consistent. I want to hit every single kilometer just under 4 minutes and try to save myself as much as possible. I suppose within an event like this, it's not just your time, it's also how much energy you're saving. So I really want to hit this one with a good time without using too much energy. And if I do that, I'll be good. All right, let's get stuck in. All right, it's the second one done. A bit sweaty down here. Love the shorts, by the way. A bit sweaty, but that was a 5K park run and came in at 19:25. So I was just trying to sit comfortably wherever that was. I probably went a little bit fast, kilometer 2 and 3, just kind of sitting that pacing. It is it's not windy, it's not that hilly, so I guess it's a fast course as well. But yeah, every kilometer was under 4 minutes. I think the first one was 350, then I did like a 345, another one 345, a 359, and then came through at a 350 or something around those times. But felt pretty good. So that's 13Ks down. I'm sweating, so I'm gonna get some food. Phew. All right guys, so we're down here at the track this afternoon. It is now 3:38. So I've done 2 sessions. This is my 3rd one. This one's gonna be a little bit faster, but more focused on speed. So what I'm gonna be doing now is 1 kilometer intervals. So I've done already a 5K run and some 2K intervals on more terrain. This one's gonna be tracked, it's gonna be fast. It's a little wet, but it's all right. Just trying to really speed it up. I do apologize, I just realized, obviously, we're doing a lot of talking on these videos. You haven't seen a lot of running if you're watching the YouTube. I don't have a videographer to follow me around, so there's not much running in it, but take my word, I've been doing the sessions, I'll put in the results so you guys can see it, but it's a low budget YouTube. Could have just filmed the start of it and pretended like I did in the runs, but I promise you I am doing them. I'll record a bit of this one because there's a bit of a table here, so it'll be high production. This is gonna look amazing. But yeah, so today what I'm gonna do, 10 by 1 kilometers at pace. The first one's a little bit slower on a 6-minute timer. So the purpose of this is just to stick to a nice pace for the whole time through. I actually don't know what I'll be holding up. Maybe like a sub 345, like a 340, which isn't crazy, but I'm already pretty fatigued at the moment. Legs feeling pretty cooked, but hopefully the rest will get me there. So what I want to try to do is get my breathing right, get my technique working, and then hopefully I can just pull through those last few as well. But let's get stuck in. Just finished up. So did 10 by 100s. So did 10 by 1 kilometer runs there. So the first 2 were like a warm up. The next 8 were the ones that were timed on a 6-minute timer. So an average of 3:38 across the 8, the fast ones. Started off a bit slow, about that 3:45 pace, and picked it up. That last one was a 3:28. So pretty cooked, but still got a bit of a top end speed, but tonight's gonna be tough. Whew, one more. All right, so we're just out here doing some interval work on the hills. It's dark outside, so just practicing obviously some more night runs, trying to get my feeding right, but more importantly trying to work the hills as well. So just then it's about a 1k, about a 1.5 looper up and around, decent elevation. I'm not sure what it is. I'll put it in the notes down below when I do the video editing for this one, but it's a pretty decent track out here. Stunning view, but it's pitch black out here, so I'm just using my phone as a bit of a light. Should have brought my head torch, but that's all right. But yeah, just trying to hold roughly 4-minute Ks. I'm not sure what the elevation is, but work the hills, work the dark spots, and more importantly, let's get more Ks in. So I'm pretty cooked at the moment, feeling fatigued. So I'm just trying to keep my arms tucked in, try to be light on my feet, especially up the hills. I've got some new runners down here. So test out the new runners, which I'll probably wear on the day as well. So yeah, trying to get some more elevation work in. I'm pretty cooked, as I said. But this is how it's going to be on the night. We're going to be doing runs at midnight, 3 a.m, 4 a.m, all the way through. In fact, it's going to probably be dark more, it's light. So got to get used to it. And these hills, man, like I'm just trying to get used to holding pace. But I'm doing all right so far. Legs are feeling okay. 8 days out, let's go. So right down the bottom, right to the top, and around is about 1.6, about a mile. So trying to hold a 4-minute K pace, try and push the uphill, and then just try to get used to like catch my breath on the downhill and let myself go a little bit, because I think that's what the event is going to be like. So just trying to really work the uphills, get my heart rate up. On the downhills, click along a little bit faster, but even on the uphills, doing about a 4:01, which is good. That's as fast as I need to go. I don't think I need to push any further. Small steps, it's good, love it.